Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. This statement by Joseph Addison not only highlights the significance of reading in catering to the mental happiness, but also emphasizes on the importance of the knowledge gained, which leads to the enrichment of productive thoughts. And who else can help us realize the joy of reading than the man who single-handedly transformed Kerala's literary landscape? Good morning, respected Sister Christine, our teachers, and everyone present here. We, the students of B.Ed Department of Loreto College, cordially welcome you all to this virtual celebration of National Reading Day to commemorate the life and deeds of P.N. Panikkar, the father of the library movement in Kerala, and honor his contributions to the cause of literacy and education. Puthuvayil Narayana Panikkar was born on 1st March 1909 in Nilamparu in Kerala. He grew up to become a teacher, and it is believed that his influence as a teacher was far more significant than many in his time. In the year 1945, Panikkar led to the formation of Thiruvitamkur Granthalaya Sangham, popularly known as the Travancore Library Association. This association included 47 libraries, which was spread across the rural areas of the city. The main aim of this association was to spread the message of reading across the masses. The Travancore Library Association, which was later transformed to the Kerala Granthalaya Sangham, promoted the powerful slogan, "Read and grow." In this time of crisis, when our minds are locked within the shackles of darkness, let us all realize the principles and ideals of this eminent personality and get enlightened by the act of reading.
Books are the quietest and most constant of friends. They are the most accessible and wisest of counselors, and the most patient of teachers. These words by Charles W. Eliot highlight the importance of reading books in an individual's life. Reading plays a significant role in the progress of a person and community, and the development of a country's rich knowledge base and socio-economic progress. 19 June is celebrated as Reading Day or Digital Reading Day, and from June 19th to July 18th as Reading or Digital Reading Month throughout the country for the past 25 years to inculcate the habit of reading among children and underprivileged, as well as digital technologies as part of building knowledge societies. The Kerala government and P.N. Panikkar Foundation observed Vayanadinam, that is, Reading Day celebrations since 19 June 1996, a year after the demise of P.N. Panikkar, the father of library and literacy movement, who converted a simple slogan, read and grow, into a powerful movement to achieve universalization of education. His death anniversary is hence celebrated as National Reading Day in his memory and his marked contribution to the culture of reading and in consequence to the universal literacy rate in the state of Kerala. Earlier, the celebration's main focus was to inculcate reading habit and thereby fostering book-mindedness among the children and underprivileged. From the overwhelming response of the children, young adults and public, the one-day celebration was transformed into a week-long celebration and later month-long activities. In 2003, P.N. Panikkar Foundation initiated the familiarization of electronic reading through internet-enabled reading in the metro cities of the state for the first time in the country. During the 22nd Reading Day celebrations organized at Kochi in June 2017, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji directed P.N. Panikkar Foundation to celebrate this novel initiative throughout the country, making it a national people's movement, giving emphasis on reading and digital reading with month-long activities in schools, colleges, educational institutions and panchayats of the country so as to reach 300 million population of the country by 2022 when India celebrates its 75th year of independence. The Prime Minister gave a clarion call to propagate this message of Vaichu Valaruka, that is read and grow, declaring June 19th as the National Reading Day and a national level month-long celebrations and programs every year from June 19 to July 18 to promote the culture of reading, stressing on the importance of reading for inclusive growth. The government of Kerala and the government of India through Niti Aayog has entrusted the responsibility of observing National Reading or Digital Reading Month celebrations to P.N. Panikkar Foundation and P.N. Panikkar Vigyan Vikas Kendra to achieve universalization of education. The Ministry of MHRD, Government of India, dedicated to the nation one library, all of India, the Digital Library of India, on June 19, 2018. This year, as we celebrate the 26th year of the National Reading or Digital Reading Day, let us pledge to read anytime, any place, to grow up loving books and reading, and give ourselves the words and ideas that are needed to shape our lives and our thoughts for a better today and a brighter tomorrow.
We shall now present before you the story of Dia, who finds a new companion in the world of books and traverses different phases of life through the magic of reading. 12-year-old Dia is at home during lockdown. The monotony not letting her find any activity that would hold her interest for long makes everything feel repetitive for Dia. Amidst buzzing notification sounds, she longs to break free from the loop. her mother, Mrs. Mukherjee, calls her out from the other room.
Dia, it's 11. Are you planning to have your lunch with your breakfast?
Not again, Ma. Why start off early when I hardly have anything to do? Also, I don't even realize how time passes by nowadays.
Don't be silly. You're just 12. You should be young and active. There are so many things that you can do, so many doors to open, so many opportunities to explore.
Ma, everything feels the same. How do you expect me to find any interest?
I have told you so many times, Dia. Why don't you try reading? You binge watch your favorite shows so many times. But let me tell you something, dear. You're missing out on exploring the different worlds of different times through the magic of books. Have you read Anne of Green Gables?
No, but I've heard of a film which is adapted from that book. It will be out in 2 months. Why go for the option of reading when I can directly watch it?
You can definitely watch the movie, dear, but you must read the book first. I can't imagine the elixir of all the books in the series being condensed into one 2-hour movie. Give reading a try, Dia. You never know. Soon you may find a best friend in books. As Anne says, you can nearly enjoy things if you make up your mind firmly that you will.
Dia finally sits with her breakfast. And not just breakfast, she decides to start reading the book to know more about Anne. This is where Dia first connects with books. Dia is 18 now. She is attending an online class with her Hindi teacher, Mrs. Roy. They are reading the autobiography of Manu Bhandari. We see Dia reading an extract from the book.
चाय पानी या नाश्ता देने जाती तो पिताजी मुझे भी वहां बैठने को कहते। वे चाहते कि मैं भी बैठूं, सुनूं और जानूं कि देश में चारों ओर क्या कुछ हो रहा है। देश में हो भी तो कितना कुछ रहा था।
Here Manu says that whenever she went to serve her father, he would ask her to sit with him. He wanted her to sit there, listen and learn whatever was happening around in the country. After all, a lot was happening in the country too. Do you see how he was making her aware of the world around?
Yes, ma'am. Her father was guiding her and helping her grow.
Yes, you are right. But later on in the text, you will see how she comes across her teacher, Ma'am Agarwal, who inspired her and showed her how books can guide us too. How books can not only be our friend, but also our anchor as we grow up. She taught her how to select what to read, how to read, and give birth to our own stories through the stories we come across. She became a catalyst for her change, and Manu could feel that she was truly growing from within as she was learning life through her books, finding her way through her anchor, her books.
Ma'am, that is so wonderful. I can't wait to read more about Manu's life. Also, ma'am, may I say something?
Yes, sure.
Ma'am Agarwal reminds me of you. Even you have instilled the seed of interest towards books in me. I remember my mother telling me that books might end up being my best friend. And she was so right. But as I'm growing up, I can feel life getting more and more complex. Amidst such complexity, you have always helped me find my anchor in books. Thank you so much, ma'am.
May God bless you, Dia. May you keep finding your inspiration through books.
Dia is 27 now. She wants to be a teacher. But her family wants her to get married. Dia is finding it hard to strongly express her views on this prospect. She remembers her mother and Mrs. Roy talking about the friend and guide that we find in books. But through years of mechanically drowning herself in the preparation of board examinations, college semesters, and what seems to be a series of never-ending process of transforming into a robot, she has forgotten how it feels to have a true friend in a book, how it is to be guided by books. We see Dia sitting with a cup of coffee in a somber mood and thinking.
Who have I become? What am I fighting for? Do I really need to fight these battles in order to just be myself? Why is the world so unfair?
She calls up her friend Sabah.
Hello, dear. How are you?
To be very honest, Sabah, I haven't been doing quite well.
What happened, dear?
Remember, I had told you about my parents asking me to get married instead of focusing on my career right now? Well, I still couldn't convince them. I feel so tired, Sabah. Now I even feel like I have stopped trying. I so want to teach those wondrous pairs of eyes, Sabah, who always have a fresh outlook towards life. I want to teach, Sabah.
Well, dear, then you cannot stop trying, can you? I have seen how your eyes light up whenever you talk about teaching. Your passion towards teaching, dear, it is stronger than all other forces combined. In fact, you remind me of Kalyani from Rabindranath Thakur's Aparichita.
Did she give up, Sabah?
No, dear, she did not. I think you should read it. I haven't seen you read since such a long time.
All right, Sabah. Thank you. Take care.
After her phone call with Sabah, Dia had started reading Aparichita. The more she read, the closer she felt with Kalyani. She remembers the Anns, the Manus, and the Kalyanis, and how they have always supported her. They are nothing but various realized and unrealized versions of Dia herself.
If Kalyani can make it, then so can I.
Her mind
echoes the famous words by Rabindranath Tagore.
চিত্ত যেথা ভয়শূন্য, উচ্চ যেথা শীল.
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high.
And so, Dia begins to find the beginning of her new journey in life.
Learning gives creativity, and creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. This is a very powerful quotation of Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, and he very often said that learning comes easily by reading. Reading is considered as the most important skill that people must acquire. A good habit of reading is necessary for a healthy intellectual growth. Children normally use sensory perceptions to know their immediate surroundings and widen their vision through reading. Reading is a habit which is not a one-time experience. It is accepted that a good habit of reading has to be cultivated and nurtured in the early years of life. The habit of reading, therefore, plays a very crucial role in enabling a person to achieve practical efficiency. Reading enhances knowledge. It improves focus, concentration, and memory. It also develops critical thinking skills and analytical skills. Reading builds self-esteem. Reading inspirational books can contribute to our growth and development. With the endless amount of perspectives and lives we can read about, books can give us an opportunity to experience moments that we have not had the chance of living, and still allow us to learn the life skills they entail. Essentially, reading is the seed to inspiration. The words plant the ideas in our brain, and those ideas flourish from there. Reading gives us an insight into the diversity and other cultures. It teaches us about people, places, and events outside of our experiences. It also teaches us different beliefs and ways of life that may be new to us. Reading broadens our horizons. That is why reading is the significant part of everyone's life.
The habit of reading is one of the best qualities a person can possess. Books are known to be our best friend for a reason. It is very important to develop a good reading habit. We must all read on a daily basis, at least half an hour, to relish the sweet fruits of reading. It is a great pleasure to sit in a quiet place and read. Reading a good book is the most enjoyable experience one can have. Today's program emphasizes on the enriching values conveyed by Mr. P.N. Panikar. We also realize the importance of celebrating the National Reading Day. Through a beautifully presented skit, we saw how reading can be a lifelong companion, philosopher, and guide. Furthermore, we also realize why reading is a crucial habit to inculcate within ourselves. We hope that This program has helped each of you and will contribute to your growth in some way. And with this hope, we conclude today's program. We thank Sister Christine Coutinho, Principal Loreto College, for her continuous encouragement and support. We also thank Dr. Devika Guha, Head of the Department of B.Ed, Loreto College, for her constant guidance and motivation. Thank you to all the participants in this program. We are very grateful to each one of you for joining us today. We wish everyone a very happy and enriching life, enthused with the excellent habit of reading.